All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ilan Sobel, the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences. And Ilan, great to see you again. How are you?
Steve, I feel like I'm living in this room the amount of times we're seeing each other the last few weeks with all the exciting releases we've been getting out there.
Yeah, it's been very busy for sure. And an interesting release out today, talking specifically about Vinia, your flagship product, and specifically about the anti-aging potential capabilities of it. So maybe you could sort of take us back to the beginning and explain this to us.
Sure. So Vinia's uniqueness is that it does, in fact, through its mechanism of action, help fight the anti-aging process. So as people, when we hit the age of 40, as part of the normal aging process that we all go through, Steve, both you and me have gone through that process. And what happens from an overall body functioning perspective is that the body starts to produce more of an enzyme called ET1. Put it simply, ET1 acts as a constrictor of your blood vessels and arteries, and it actually stiffens your arteries and blood vessels. So the body is actually producing more of that ET1 than it did when we were in our younger, more blossoming days. At the same time, the body produces less nitric oxide, NO. And nitric oxide's really important because it helps relax the muscles of the arteries and the blood vessels and acts as a vasodilator. So what's unique about Vinia is it's the only dietary supplement out there that's proven through actual scientific evidence to be able to actually reduce the levels of ET1 plus increase the levels of nitric oxide. And this we call Vinia's unique double action effect. And that's so important because it actually increases the overall dilation of the arteries. And obviously, as a science-based company, we completed a very successful clinical which demonstrated that for consumers who were on Vinia for 90 days, for 3 months, those consumers all experienced a minimum dilation of 70% increase in the dilation of their arteries based on what we call an FMD test, a flow-mediated dilation test, which is a test that measures the relative dilation of your arteries.
Mm-hmm. Now, this was a blind placebo test, is that right?
Of course, double-blind placebo, clinical study that was done. It was published in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. So it's got all the critical scientific layers that are important in order to give it the credibility that it needs.
So as far as our bodies are concerned and the way Vinia reacts to your bodies, what will that allow those people after 3 months? What are the effects of it on them?
Great question. Perfect question. So obviously, as a result of Vinia reducing the levels of ET1 and boosting the levels of nitric oxide, you increase the dilation of the artery. And that means more blood flow. And more blood flow means the delivery of more oxygen and nutrients to the body, tissues, and organs. And this means, Steve, for people like me and you that are working like crazy, it means more energy, more physical energy. It means more mental alertness. It means also that we're helping to support our heart as a result of the increased blood flow. It means we're also able to help support the overall blood circulation. And it also means that we're helping to maintain our blood pressure within already normal levels. And these are all very important components of living an active, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. I just want to get a bit of an update, if I can, Elon, about you obviously launched in the United States now. Just how are things going with Vinia? Are you happy with where you're at?
Yeah, I'm very happy. We are pretty much right now, Steve, 4 weeks into our launch process. The first 2 weeks, it was all about testing the nuts and bolts, making sure that the whole system was working, from our third-party logistics operator to our overall distribution, leveraging USPS in the US as well as FedEx, making sure all the pieces of the puzzle were working. And I'm very, very happy that operationally, everything worked very, very well. We also had some very, very encouraging sales coming through the funnel. And in the last 2 weeks, I've been working together with our marketing team and our network of important and experienced marketing partners to actually start to optimize the performance of the overall website, making sure that we're increasing the amount of people coming into the funnel and those people that are ending up actually purchasing Vinia. And we're seeing some very, very encouraging metrics. Obviously, we're always benchmarking ourselves versus other brands out there, versus other best in class. And across a number of critical metrics, we're seeing a lot of positive signs. And shortly, we'll start to finalize that optimization process. And then, Steve, it's all about putting the foot on the accelerator and then really starting to spend big time in the US to start to bring people to our overall website. Also, what's very encouraging is that the feedback already from people who bought Vinia in the last 4 weeks, from the reviews that we're getting, are excellent reviews that we've got. People can go and check that out on our website. The comments are very positive. The comments from many of our investors who have bought Vinia for the first time, those people that are based in Canada and the US, are extremely happy with the overall impact that they're feeling as far as their overall, whether it's energy levels or alertness levels or just general benefits that they're feeling from that increased blood flow. So we're positively optimistic, and we're seeing some very encouraging signals that is giving us confidence to really start to lean in the near term.
All right, Elon, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. Great to see you again. Thanks for the update.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, Elon Sobel, the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences.